Hi guys, this is Joy with Create It with Joy. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's card is a card using some Simon Hurley products. It's his new release that just came out, Surf's Up stamp set and Wild Waves Cling background stamp. And I did it with a little twist, being that it was an ocean themed stamp set. So for these cute surfboards that came in the stamp set, you've got the outline surfboard, and then you've got, there's 3 images total that you can stamp inside. I just stuck with this one because I wanted it to be simple because of the little twist that I'm going to be putting on this. So I stamped those, stamped the little centerpiece, and now I'm going to be coloring with Copic markers. First, I've got this little micro black pen, and I'm going to be adding Christmas lights to my surfboard. So I am just drawing the string, and then I will be drawing the little lights on the inside. What inspired me for this card, even though it has this summer feel to it, I have got some friends that have retired to, I believe it is St. Augustine, Florida. They love to surf, and they actually every summer volunteer for this surf youth group that teaches these young kids how to surf, but then they have church during that time and, you know, a bunch of Jesus, and it's just really awesome. So I knew that they would love a card like this. So I thought, how can I turn this into a Christmas card? And I thought it would be wonderful to treat these surfboards like Christmas trees, essentially, and adding some Christmas lights to them. My little Christmas lights are wonky, but it's really cute and quite whimsical, and I really so enjoyed how this card turned out. So as you can see there, and I'm going to do that to all 3. Once that is done, I'm going to be coloring with my Copic markers. That one red one in the center, ignore that. That was my sample one to make sure it didn't look stupid when I decided I want to do this. You know, sometimes you have in your head a good idea, and then when you actually start making the project, it doesn't turn out as good. Or maybe that's just me. It could just be me. But anyways, so the Copic markers that I'm using, this is the blue. I'm using B16, 14, and 37. For the inside piece of all of the surfboards, I will be using W1 and W3. And I'm just adding the dark color, adding the medium color and the light, and just blending that out. Super simple. You guys, this card was so fast and easy to make. I think it took me longer to draw in all the little lights than anything else. So for the red, I'm using R24, 39, and 46. And I'm just coloring in and around the Christmas lights, because we will be coloring those in. Really super easy, like I said, super fun. And I will just be cutting these out by hand and using a black marker to run around the edge to finish off so you do not have a white edge on your image. If that doesn't bother you, then by all means leave it. Or if you cut it around, leaving a white edge around like a die cut would, then obviously you would not use a black marker. But I am cutting right up to the line to make it not look like a die cut. Now here's the green. I'm using G28, 14, and 05. Again, I'm laying down my lightest color, going in with my dark, going in with my medium, and then blending out all of it again with my lightest color. Super simple, but way fun. And this stamp set is darling. All the surfboard things and this wave, the Wild Waves Cling background stamp, the pieces of it come apart. It is fantastic, really super fun. I love all things ocean, so I was really excited to be able to share this with you guys. Now I'm going to be coloring in the lights with Y11 and Y15. I will be using the blues, the greens, the reds, and that yellow to be coloring in all of my lights. So on the blue sides that are colored in, I'm not going to add a blue light, if that makes sense. I will do a yellow, a green, and a red light and save the blue lights for the center. Same with the red and the green. So I'm just going to show you this one, and then I will color the other 2 off camera, and then I will cut those out. And again, this card is super simple, super fast. Isn't that fun? Okay, see, here is part of this stamp set that comes apart. And I am just inking up the very bottom wave and sticking that down onto the bottom of my cardstock. And I am using the gray tinted embossing ink from Ranger. So you can just slightly see where you've inked up. And I'm going to be using a glitter, Ranger's Holographic embossing powder. That's right. I thought I used a glitter one, but it was a holographic, which does give it a little bit of a glittery look. I'm sure it's really hard to see on camera, you guys, and I'm so sorry. I am just taking a light BG10, I believe, and coloring in just ever so lightly the under part of the waves, and then I'm going to take a W1 and color at the top part of the waves. I wanted this to resemble waves, but also kind of resemble snow in a way. When you're coloring with your Copic markers, try not to touch your embossing powder because I've heard that it can ruin the tips of your marker. So I was being really careful. I have not encountered that problem, but I've also heard this, so I make sure to not color on top of the embossing powder. I just colored around it. So again, it's kind of hard to see, and I will cut this out by hand. This I will leave a white edge around the top. But again, I wanted this to also kind of have a feeling of snow. So it could be water or snow, however you wanted to look at it. So just blending that out with my blender pen. So here now, basically I've got the card here. I'm using Simon Says stamp Tiny Words Christmas, and I was looking and it was just going to say Merry Christmas, but then I saw it said glad tidings of great joy. So of course I had to do the play on words of the word tidings and the word tide and surfing and all that dorky stuff. So that's what I did. And I stamped that up in Ranger's Archival ink in Vermilion. It is a gorgeous red color. Love, love, love it. Using my Misty for that. Using some foam tape behind my wave. And on this white cardstock, I have trimmed this down quite a bit because I'm going to mat it on a red cardstock and then mat that on my white card base. I'm popping everything up on foam tape and I am just lining them up, spreading them out evenly. Really super simple card because I really wanted these surfboards to stand out. The red cardstock that I used is from Cardstock Warehouse. It's their Christmas pack, and I used the lighter color red in that pack. Making sure everything is lined up nice and even. So here I'm going to mat it on the red cardstock, the red cardstock on my A2 size white card base, and I used Nina Classic Crest Solar White cardstock for this, and then centering that, and it's just a really simple, beautiful card. So now I'm going to use Diamond Stickles from Ranger to all the little lights because they needed to be glittery so it looked like that they were lit up and shiny. You guys see how fun that is and all the dimension? Hopefully you guys can see the glitter on those cards, but I just am in love with this card. It is way super fun. What a great Christmas gift for a surfer. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed this card and I hope that it inspires you to create. If you like what you've seen, please thumbs up, share, comment. Please subscribe to my channel. Help me I'm getting close to 1,000. Help me reach that, please. I do have some affiliate links below. It costs you nothing, but it helps me. Thanks. Bye.